ah, ah, Woke up blessed, yeah, I'm feeling so great.
Okay, hi guys. I've just finished filming my favorite purchases of the year, as well as my favorite foundations. You need to watch this video. This is interesting. I also talk about my fragrances and all of that, and I also tell you about Selfridges. They have a 30% sale, I think, for key members. So some people, if you sign up and Selfridges, there's something called key members, you sign in there. But obviously I'm sure it's going to be the same sale for everybody, but you just have early whatever into it. So I also spill the tea on things I'm picking up there as well. And yeah, it's, I have to apologize, a long video, but trust me, it was worth it. We went into lots of things I bought, and I think I tried. Now if there's part 2 of that you want to see, and there are things I haven't mentioned in the video, please feel free to let me know. And as always, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for just sticking it out with me. Okay, so let's begin. We're gonna start with this primer. This is the Tom Ford primer that I have loved, one of my faves that I have. This, I think I would say this also makes one of my favorite purchases for this year. This primer, I like this one particularly more because it's not radiant, you know, like the other one. The other one is a bit, you know, slippery. This one, where is it now? Okay, it's in a bottle like this somewhere there. This would work for very matte foundations, but for very glowy foundations, I love this one. And can I give you heads up, I'm also going to put the link. Selfridges has started the sale. They have up to 30% off on their beauty. So I think I want to pick up the Victoria Beckham foundation, so that's going to be on my you know, my next purchase. But for now, with no further ado, drum roll, let's use my favorite foundation of this year. This Tom Ford Radiance foundation is the favorite foundation for me of this year. Now, as should I put the word so far, because I have not tried the Victoria Beckham, but I have to tell you, I have 20 bottles of foundation. If you've watched my videos, you can check. This is the favorite. I'm gonna use it, and then I'm gonna show you other ones that come close. So this is the first place, like no gimmicks. This is the first place. This, oops, sorry. So this one works all weather. If you want to look like, you want to look pink, like, this foundation has got you. I have tried this foundation with no primer. I have tried this foundation on its own. One day I just wore it like that on its own. I had no primer at all, and it stayed beautifully, didn't skip, it doesn't lift up anything, no patches, nothing. I have to tell you. And if you know me with foundations, I am always in a hurry. I apply, it has a good coverage, really good coverage. I would say it's maximum full coverage, you know, but it has a good coverage. It can pass as a full, but not extremely full, because you see there where I have like my black spots, I'd have to really blend it out. But for me, it's just 2 pumps or 2.5. Let me do this justice and be right back. So that's the foundation. You see, like I said, it's not totally full coverage, but for me, I'm sticking to 2 pumps. I don't go past 2 pumps because, you know, I have powder and all of that, and I don't like to, you know, have too much where I get cakey and stuff. No. So this foundation is a foundation that has worked for me in all seasons. As I said, no primer. I have worn it and it stayed, you know, it didn't break me out, because one of the things, or my criteria for judging a good foundation, is the fact that it doesn't break me out. This foundation doesn't break me out. Whereas this, you see this one, this does break me out. I have to be careful as to, if I have to wear this, I would have to wear this with a primer like this. I dare not try it with the Radiance primer. It would break me out. I don't know what is the ingredient there, but this foundation, no issues at all. So without a shadow of a doubt, that is the best foundation for me this year. And if you know me, no capping, I say it as it is. I buy them with my money. It's not PR, and even if it was, I will still tell you the way. I'll say it as it is. That's me. That's, this foundation is the best foundation for me, this one, this year. Now I'm going to show you in second place what I would consider, you know, another great foundation in second place. Give me a minute. So let's do in up to 4. Let's do, you know, yeah. So I'll say in second place, I will go in with this. This is the only soft matte foundation that I have that I recommend to anyone. Unfortunately, for some people, it doesn't work for them. I have a friend, Mantha, said it doesn't work for her. I don't know if it's her skin, whatever. But this matte foundation by Prada is the most blurring foundation I have come across. I love this foundation. So that is a second place. Now in third place, should I say it's a tie? But no, believe it or not, I would say my third place would be this. I love this. I am somebody who loves a radiant dewy foundation. I'm not a matte girl. I love this foundation. You can see the dent I have on it. This is a beautiful foundation. When you wear this foundation, this is a foundation that it still maintains that glow, because I typically wear my foundations for like 2 to 4 hours or 5. It maintains that glow. It stays. It doesn't break me out. I love this. And then in fourth place comes the Dior, and you can see what I have done on the dent I have on it. So these 4 foundations are my favorite foundations, and all of them, I have tried them with this primer and they have all worked. All of them have worked for me, and I have used them with my sunscreen, the Beauty of Joseon I was using. I've also worn some of them, not all, some, I think, which one? I've worn this one. I have worn this without no primer at all, not even a sunscreen, and it stayed well. So that's why these 4 make my favorite foundation. In its first place, again, number 1, number 2, number 3, and the Dior number 4. So those are foundations. I will tell you that they've got you, you know, if you want to talk about longevity, this is coming from a dry sensitive combination dry sensitive skin, I will tell you that those foundations are the bomb. And the only reason why I have those 4 is I've tried the rest. Galon is nice, but if you wanted me to add that, I can add my Galon in the 5th place. Galon is nice, but it's not a foundation I would reach for all the time. This is the glowy one. It's not a foundation I reach for all the time, because sometimes it can get a little bit too glowy for me. But it's nice. It's still nice regardless. But those 4 like, I would tell you, okay, do you need to buy a foundation and you're on a budget? You don't want to have, you know, 3, 4 or 10 foundations. You just need, like, say 2 or 3 foundations. I would recommend those 4, and you can do the pick for yourself. But without a shadow of a doubt, you already know what makes my top, because this foundation is so bougie. It's really, oh my god, it's the finish for me. It's the way, because the day I wore it without any primer concern, I was like, whoa, Anne is gonna break out. And I was so surprised that nothing happened. I was like, whoa, you know. And then if you wear it, when I wore this one for 5 hours, as the day progressed, it still looked beautiful. It didn't look like, you know, it wasn't shifting or whatever. I love this foundation. I think for me this year, Tom Ford, I only have one Chanel. I didn't bother putting it because I haven't really worn it so much this year. And if I talk about glow, that's not really glow. That's just a natural foundation. But for me this year, Tom Ford, really, I mean, I would have to give that crown to Tom Ford for my best brand of the year. Tom Ford has been it this year, based off of the products I've tried. But I would have to do like a full, you know, Tom Ford products for you, whatever video for you to see. Okay, so let's start with favorites of the year. You know, so we've done favorite foundations out of the way. We're doing both 2 videos in one, and then we're going to favorites. So for favorites, one of my best cream bronzers of this year would have to be the Chanel, and you need no further proof. That's enough proof. If you remember when I bought this, I don't remember now, but I think sometime during the summer, and this is what I have, and I'm gonna get a backup. That tells you a lot. So I'm gonna, now I've used that already. I use it all over here, you know. And one thing I like about this is the fact that you see how red this foundation is, and it pairs beautifully with it. I love it. That's one thing I love about this. When you use it, it's not like your contour, like the Tom Ford that I have here, which has been a repurchase, Intensity 3. This one is just a warm, beautiful bronzer. But the thing I like about it is it has this creaminess to it. When you apply it, it doesn't, I don't see that patch that you normally see between what you applied and no. That's one thing I love about the Chanel. As far as I'm concerned, Chanel does one of the best complexion products ever. You can argue with your keyboard if you don't believe, but that's what I think. I love Chanel products. I really hope they keep expanding this. I don't know, correct me, do they have a powder bronzer? If they do, and I'm not onto it, let me know. But if they don't, I hope they come up with one. Definitely I would pick that up. So I'm going to powder my face, and the next thing we're going to talk about is powder bronzers, the favorite I have for this year. So it's a no-brainer that my powder bronzer, I was gonna say my powder of choice is Grwm, but obviously I didn't get it. I don't know if anything came out this year, probably last year. If it's been that long and I'm forgetting it, then help me. But you know what my favorite powder is Grwm, and Grwm only. Anyway, so let's go into my bronzer of this year. You know the drum roll has to be Ferrero Media. As I speak to you, Selfridges has, I think they said if you're a key member, you have 30% off before it comes to the general public. And I have it in my cart. I have this bronzer in my cart for a repurchase. And I'm picking the same shade Umbra. I was going to pick the shade Roma, but I thought I've got very similar bronzers in this tone. I've got like, the Hermes and all of that in the shade Roma. So let's just go for this Umbra again and just get the refill. And with the sale now, it's going to be £32. So that's in my cart, so yeah. And I'm gonna pick that up. And then also I bought this one from a lady. I've got this one somewhere else, this highlighter, but I found that there was a lady on Vinted who was selling it actually for me for £50, or for 55, but I found it here on Selfridges and it was gonna go for 14, and I thought that's going into my cart. And surprise, I have that in my cart. Victoria Beckham. I have the shade 14. I should complete my order at the end of this video, and yeah. But those are, so for, as I said, I would have to see if that Victoria Beckham comes and competes for this. Would have to see. Let's see. But so far, I think nobody's gonna take that spot of my Tom Ford. But let's come back to the bronzer so I don't get this. I don't get distracted. So this has to be my favorite bronzer of this year. The finish of this bronzer. At first, I was just thinking, okay, it's just the shade, that makes it different. But the longer I use it, the finish of this bronzer is just beautiful. It just totally reminds me of my of my Hermes bronzer that I have raved about for years. And obviously the proof is in the pudding. You can see the dent I already have on there. I panned on it. I have reached for it. I love to pair it with other bronzers. It works. It's creamy. It has that flawless finish. It just looks beautiful. Especially for me, one of the things I love about it is when you pair it with even the foundation like this, it works. But I've paired it so much with my Prada foundation and I have just loved it. It works against a neutral undertone. To me, in my opinion, the best. That's where it works. It shines brighter, but it also works on a very warm foundation. So this is a no-brainer. And if you're thinking of picking a Selfridges, has it for, if you buying with the with this, just like this, is £52. If you just need to sign up to be a key member, and then you can pick this up. But I'm sure when they do the proper sale, when it goes public, generally it'll still be the same. It's £52. If you're buying it from 72, you get it for 52. But I'm just gonna get the refill because I already have this. If I was picking the Roma, then I'd have picked that other one, but I'm not. And for eyeshadow this year, to be honest with you, I think the only eyeshadow I can say I have loved this year that has been a good purchase for me is this. I mean, I love the Dior. I think I picked the Dior this year. I picked the Dior this year. I like it, but the Dior will come in the second place. And then third place, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have this Bibli, whatever, pal. I'm going to have it. Why is it a third place? Okay, let's talk about this. Why is it a third place? It's a third place for me because it has cool and warm leaning tones. The red there's a bit of a red there, which just makes it for me like, okay, if you want to say it feels like it's a bit repetitive, but it's still a lovely, the finish of this is still beautiful. But for me, my first place for eyeshadow quads or palette, whatever you want to name it, is this quad. I really have loved this quad. I've reached for it 1, 2, 3 times and I thought, And if you know Grwm and their their eyeshadows, you already know what to expect. I'm not surprised about the formula. I think what actually surprised me more was this four colors put together. I was just thinking, maybe that silver's not gonna look good, but it's really nice and it shows up beautifully. So if you want to see a review of this where I've used it properly again, apart from now, you can check my other whatever videos you would see. So yeah, so I love this quad. I really love it. And the Dior, actually the Dior Quint, I'll show you the one I have, really surprised me. Oh my god, I didn't think I was gonna love it. I thought and you just bought that because you just wanted to be part of the team who was gagging about the Dior whatever release this year. But I tell you, that Quint, I'm gonna show you, is really nice. So this is my first place, and then that Queens takes the second place. So should I just rush this up? Okay, let's do that quickly. I feel, because I don't want to keep you too long today, but even though I hear you love long videos, but I'm gonna try to be, not take too much of your time. Okay, so let's go into the shade. I love the gold in here. Is one of the things that stood out for me with this quad. The gold here is just beautiful. The way it pops, and I'll give you a close-up look. The way it pops is just beautiful. I didn't think that gold would look nice in our skin tone, but yeah, it does pop beautifully, and I am here for it. And then I'm going with the same, me, I go in with the same whatever, the same eyeshadow brush. So I'm gonna go back into this. I'm just getting ready quickly. I'm not taking my time as such, but it's still gonna come out right. I like to go in that way, and I just push it there. Okay, so that's the eye look done, and these are the swatches of them again. And you see, why does this take the first place for me? Is the fact that it is simple enough to wear during the day without doing too much. If you're going to work, you can just wear that just a little bit, not too much. And then if you really want to go out, say you're going out for a night out, you can wear this. All you need to do is to focus on this two, the gold and the silver, and let it take center stage. And this shade works. You can see it there. It works. It's not too red, where you'd say it doesn't work. It works well. It shows up beautifully on our skin. So for every day, and the fact that it can do night and day, this quad, that's why it takes this first place for me. I only have two of Grwm quads, just two. I have this one, and I have the I don't remember the other one now. I'll show you in a bit. The older one, it didn't come out this year. Those are the only two for me. So you must understand if I say it takes the first place. I'm very fussy with eyeshadows. I don't want everything. So yeah, I have this one. So this one is quite different from this, and that's why I went for that one. So I give this a first place, and then let's talk about the Dior. As I was saying, sorry, this would be a long video. Let's talk about the Dior's. Oh, this is not. Oh, where's the Dior? Oh my god. Okay, sorry, it's a whole lot. So this Dior Quint, I have to tell you, I am pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I was going to love this Dior the way I love it. I'm just swatching. I'm not doing good swatch. I'm just swatching for you to see. I'm coming, and I want to show you a shade that made me fall in love with this quad. So that's the Dior. I didn't think I was going to love this Dior quad as much as I do, but I have to tell you, I do. I love this Dior quad so much. Don't worry, I'm just playing around. I know I'm not trying to mess this up. I'm just playing around. I love this Dior quad so much. Why do I love it so much? This shade. This is the perfect, very simple, easy, quint, or sorry, I keep saying quad. Quint. You can just pull on and just get out the door. It is beautiful. It doesn't have so much impact as far as if you want to say the beige shades like this in terms of impact, but it's enough to give you what you want. You can just build this one up and you get that. But I love this. I have worn this much more than I ever expected. So because of that, it surprised me. It is my second place, And then of course the Bibliophilia is my third place, and that's for the palettes I have bought this year. I don't think I have any more that I've bought this year apart from, okay, yeah, I have the Chanel, but the Chanel will take the fourth place, and that's it. I didn't really do justice to eyeshadow palettes this year, and I just didn't want to. I felt like I had enough, so yeah. But take a moment and look at this Grwm quad and tell me it's not pretty. So if you have your eyes on it, look for it. If anywhere they have a sale on, that's if you didn't pick it up already. Check Selfridges, you can get it from there. I think they have 30%, or wherever else you want to pick. Selfridges if you're in the UK, if you're in the US, except you have that annual membership, then nah, because it will be too expensive for you. So try Nordstrom or whatever, you know. Okay, so moving on to blushes, and the first for me has to be this Tom Ford. This iconic orchid blush is the jam. Like, why is it the best, or why is it taking the first place for me? It's the fact that you see how creamy it is, but I tell you what, this cream blush would work on the powder. Like, I have powdered my face, it would work beautifully. It don't skip at all. The Chanel one will skip, but this, no way. The Dior, which is the one that takes the second place, this one for me, this oud shade, would skip if I don't apply it carefully. But you see that Tom Ford, not a chance. It stays right in. It don't budge. It don't move. It's just perfect. I love that Tom Ford. Sorry, forgive me if I'm calling the name. That's what happens when there's so many things. I love this Tom Ford blush. It's my number one, and my number two is this. Now, you will be surprised and say, why is this Valentino not the number one? It's not the number one because although I love it, I have to be honest with you, it's really nice. I love these blushes. I don't have a brown shade like this, and I love very natural leaning shades. I don't have it. I love this red. This red is perfect. It's beautiful. As a matter of fact, let's use it with this brown and you see how beautiful it is. But because it doesn't have a brown, if you want to say, it doesn't have a brown shade that I think was deep enough for our skin tone, that's why it takes the third place. You know what I mean? If they had a deep brown like this, something like this that worked for our skin tone, then I would be ecstatic to say, oh yeah, it takes the second place apart from the Dior liquid blushes. But it doesn't. But you see this Dior, the filter it gives you on the skin, as you can see, can you see that filter? Like, it's beautiful. It blurs a lot. It really blurs. Really, really lovely. I love this Dior liquid blushes, but it's a second place because this can skip if I'm not careful, whereas that I can just go, you know, heavy-handed, and it just stays put on the powder, before powder, perfect. So that's why it's my number one. And then, as I said, the Dior is number two, and this one's the number three. I have four of this, but so there's no particular order for the shades, but I'm just saying this blushes from Valentino, they're perfect. They're really beautiful. If not for the fact that they don't have a shade, as I said, this would be number two. I don't want to repeat myself a lot, but let's get into this red. I really love this red. I've paired it with this, and it just has that beautiful, you know, oomph to it, as you can see. It has this sheen to it, this Valentino, even though this one doesn't, but the other ones that I bought do have. And for the first time, that's the red. You see how beautiful that is. Not too strong like the YSL chili, which is why it's not making my, you know, my three. It will come as the fourth place, but yeah. And this Valentino made me love pink blushes. The baby pink, I hope this is the right one. If I don't get it, I'll show you some other time. But the baby pink, no, this is not the baby pink, but the baby pink of this Valentino, let me see if I can find it. They made me love pink blushes because it's just like, it's the right, yeah, that's it. It's the right pink for our skin tone. It's just beautiful. It's cool leaning, but it works beautifully on our skin tone. So I have to tell you, Valentino did a thing with those blushes. They're really, really nice. And as I said, I wish I should have given the second place, but just because I wear more nude leaning blushes sometimes, that's why I'm giving it a third place. And every other blush follows suit. So the Dolce & Gabbana I picked this year, the Chanel, all of them go behind that, you know. So let's go into highlighters. Okay, let me start by telling you that I love this highlighter that I bought, but I'm not keen on it because it's not, how do you say, it doesn't leave so much impact on the face. You'd have to build up and build up. So for certain times I like it. So this is going to be in my, say, my third or fourth place. I think this is going to be. But after that, the another highlighter I have loved lately has been this one, this Dior, the 4 pans. I have this one, and I have, so I'm starting from, you know, the lowest to the bottom, to the top. I have this one. I love this one, this shade, this sunlit amber is really beautiful, and we're going to use this today. So let's use this one. Oops. So the sunlit amber, we're using this one. I really love this. If you say, just one of the things I like about it is the undertones, the way they play out on our skin. They're a bit beaming, you know, but they're not overly beaming. If once you blend it into the skin, you know, you buff it properly, it does the magic. But I love the fact that I have the variation of, you know, yeah. And then when we're coming up to the favorites, just give me a minute. Okay, so this is the 4th place. The 3rd place, we have the backstage one, and then what is my top 2 highlighters? Okay, let's go into this. This would have to be number 1. I'm now trying to find out my number 2 single highlighter that I bought this year. I think, okay, I think it would have to be this one, the pink strobe. The pink strobe will be my number 2, but the Prada is my number 1. Let me tell you, listen and listen real good. This Prada highlighter is one of the best highlighter. The creaminess of this highlighter, this is the shade pink. The creaminess of it, the way it sits on the skin, just forget it. It's one of the best. I don't have the deep one at the moment because I gave it to a friend, but I love this. I picked all the 3 shades. My daughter now has the champagne. She's taking the light one while I have the pink, but the deep one, I'm gonna pick it up again. Just not yet, but I'll pick it up again because I have, why am I not picking up again? Because I have ordered the Tom Ford and I really want to see it first, and then I'll pick up the pink. You know, I'm a sucker for highlighters. You know, I don't play with highlighters. I love highlighters. I'm really like, something has to just be there, and this does it. This is like very grown up highlighter. This is not, I'm sorry, I'm touching my face, but this is not a highlighter that, you know, you say when you wear it, it's gonna be like, ah, look at me. But the way it sits on the skin is perfect. I didn't use it today. I just thought, let me not use it. I'm wearing something brown. I wanted something gold leaning. I don't have the gold at the moment. That's why I didn't wear that. But, and then you have the you have this pink strobe. It would have been my Hermes, but I also gave up my Hermes. I don't have that. I was just decluttering. So this pink strobe is really nice. This one is in the 2nd place for me this year. I love this pink strobe highlight. As a matter of fact, which one should I top on? Let's just play. Let's play, right? Should we? Let's just play. Let me take a little bit of this one. Oh my God, this video is too long. What have I done? And okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So let's just take a little bit of this and just put on there. Do you see what I'm saying? You see? It's the way, it's that smoothness it has to it. It's the smoothness. It's just the way it's, oh my God, I don't even know. Yeah, it's a little bit perfumed, but I'm sure you'll be fine. It's just beautiful. This highlighter is the bomb. I mean, I don't play, you know. I had to give it to one of my lovely friends, the deeper shade, but I love it. I really love it. So that's it for highlighter. And let me show you something else. So for that finishing meteorite powder, you know, this whatever this is it a blush light? Whatever Hermes did, this Rokaba is the best. I love it. You see, once I've been using it lately just this way, you know, like a finishing powder for just, you know, the center bit of my face. The way it sits, the way it blurs, I have loved this. So this is one of the favorite things this year, but as I said, not as a blush. I don't know what they were thinking, what were they trying to do, but don't play this mistake next year. Give me this and just tell me it's just a powder, or give me and then give me a deeper blush that I can work with. But I love it as a meteorite sort of finishing powder, especially for the center bit of my face. Whilst I love to use this one, just sometimes if I've put up a blush and I just want to soften it out, or I'm just lazy to go back and top up on the blush, I just pick this up. So Emis will always be that, but Emis needs to give me proper blush in this size. Not that they don't have blush, but I want something like this, you know, that is a little bit deep enough, you know, for next year. I'm sorry this video is going to be long. We have to go into the fourth segment now. I apologize, forgive me. Okay, I feel like my face is just looking bland, like it doesn't feel like I have enough blush. So this is where this blush comes in for me. It's not a new release for this year, but it came out, I purchased it this year, and I have loved this shade. This Playful Rosewood is that girl for me, especially when I'm just looking for just, you know, natural bronzy look. This Playful Rosewood by Dolce & Gabbana is it for me. I love it for, you know, stuff like this. I'm still yet to find something in this, apart from this shade, you know, that I maybe just a tad bit deeper in a blush from a brand I like. I'm still yet to find until then, but for now, yeah, that works. And yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna spray my face, and then this is the last segment. We're gonna talk about lip. I'm gonna just do some lips, and then yeah. Okay, so let's start the lip. Now the one I'm wearing today is this. I love this nude shade from Grwm. That's the, is it nude? It's like a nude peach whatever shade. I love the shade. That's what I have on. This is the perfect brown for me lately. Is it brown or peach, whatever it is? I've been loving it. I've been reaching for this a lot. But the first place would have to go to Tom Ford. I mean, this packaging is just, look at that. Can you see the lines on it? This packaging is lovely. I am yet to pick up the this is the shade, I think this is Runway Rose. I'm yet to pick up the iconic nude, but I think I want that iconic nude. I want to pick it up. I really love the feel of this lipstick on the lip. Is just beautiful. They are lovely. I love this shade. I've got this one. I've got the iconic orchid. It's here. I've got this too. Black orchid, whatever you say. I've got this one as well. So to me, they're the favorites for me. Lipstick this year, I didn't really, you know, buy a lot of lipsticks, but once I tried one of that, it just made me sort of splurging. The Chanel's are nice, the Rouge Allure, I love the shades I've got, but those ones will come in, the Tom Ford comes in first place, then you have this Grwm in the nude, and then you have this two Chanel lipsticks, really nice. So that's it for me. And then for glosses, make no mistake, it has to be my Tom Ford. My Tom Ford is just the best. I love it. You can see, you see, this is the one access I picked up the 4 shades and I have used them back to back. It's just lately I've just kept them aside because I thought, oh, come on, Anne, you know, you're using it so much. You know, the rate I was going to be done with it in maybe in 2 months, and I thought no. So I slowed down. But obviously, of all time, the Chanel lipsticks, the liquid lipsticks would have to go to Chanel. Definitely, that's a no-brainer. The liquid lipsticks goes to Chanel. They're lovely. You can't beat this. It's really nice. But for the lipsticks of this year that I have picked up, I don't remember if I picked up most of this during the year, but maybe I did, I don't remember. But these ones I showed you are, yeah, they're really in my top best purchases of this year. I love those lipsticks, and I am thinking of picking the last shade from the Black Orchid collection. It's a bit, whilst the Selfridges sales is on, but I can't seem to find any of that Tom Ford lipstick. Even the case is sold out. I was really looking to say that's one thing I'd love to pick up on the Selfridges sale, but I can't seem to find it on it. I've just been searching, you know, while I've been doing all of this, but I can't find it. So I suppose probably it's not there. Yeah. So that's it. I think I'm done. I think I've finished. I also love this blurring powder from let me use it here. I think I need to use it here, from Tom Ford. It's really nice. I tend to break out if on some kind of powders, like the MAC one tends to break me out every now and then, but this doesn't, you know, and it's really good. Especially I love it for this part of my face, this areas, you know, and sometimes I just take it here. It really glows. It does what it says. It's my first time. If I was not gifted, I would not, you know, have really purchased it. But now that I've tried it, I am like, oh yeah, I definitely repurchase this once this is finished. So that's it for me. I forgot to add, I've also loved this Prada mascara. You know me, I'm not really a mascara girl. I just have this and this. Also, by the way, I tried the Lisa Eldridge one that I was gifted, and my daughter loves it. It's so good. That one is really good. It just picks up your lashes one after the other. But this two that I have loved, I love this one a lot more than this one, though I don't like the bristle of this. But I love this more because this one just, you know, does it easy peasy. And this one, for some strange reason, or I don't know if my daughter played with it, it's drying out. So that's why it's not been a fave for me, because it's drying out. I don't know, it's dried out. So I don't know if it was my daughter's fault that she left, so I can't say, but I have loved this. But in terms of the packaging, oh yeah, that's looks. So yeah, so that wraps up this video. As the faves for me, and I hope you find something that you find interesting, that you know, but you haven't reached more for it, and that you'll reach more for it. I hope so. And yeah, but you're gonna, I hear from the feedbacks I got that you love to see Get Ready With Me, because the vote I had 50-50. I thought, okay, so I'm gonna be doing more of that and just keep using my makeup every now and then. But I hope you've loved my recommendations, and I hope you maybe pick up one or two. And then if you are a perfume lover, I am just going to say, because I'm really into my fragrance at this moment, I'm going to recommend this Loewe. It is pricey. It's £360, the 365, sorry. Selfridges has I think they have a 10% off, and I was hoping they had a 20. They just have a 10% off, so I'm not really like feeling it. But I have both now. I picked two. I am hoping to pick the third one, but I don't want to pay 300 and something. So I'm just waiting to find somebody who is local, you know, that wants to sell the Iris one at a good price. But these perfumes are lots. Loewe is really good. I didn't know that their perfume, this was actually my first time trying, and I'm totally impressed. Like, I can overspray this anytime, any day. It's classy, not doing too much. You know, this one would come up second place after the Chanel classics for me. This is it. So that's that for me, and until next time. As I said, I have some things in my cart which I've showed you. It's because it says if you're a key holder, you have, oh, I'm sure you but anyway, if you're a key holder, you have 30% off. You have 30% off on whatever, some beauty, but not for everything. But I said a good one, because I have the Victoria Beckham is £83. I don't know how many percent they've given that. And then you have this highlighter, which I'm now picking from Selfridges, and the bronzer. So yeah, so if you have Selfridges, pick that up. I'll put the link on the video so you can go pick it up, and also I'll put it on my post and on my Instagram. I appreciate if you follow me on there as well. I tend to also post there. And if you're not on a fragrance journey, come along, let's get into it. It's really, I think, you know, we have so much makeup, why don't we invest also in fragrance? That's if you're like me, you never used to take it serious. I used to buy fragrance before, but I just pick one, two. But now I'm really taking it serious, so I think you should come along. But I don't want everything. I don't want to have 60, 100 bottles of perfume. No, that's crazy. I just want to have, I love what I love. There's fragrances I go for. It has to be classy, it has to be unique, then it has my name all over it. Otherwise, I'm not interested. And this Loewe roasted vanilla is perfect. I forgot, in case I didn't give you the name. Roasted vanilla. And I also have bittersweet oud. This is a good take on oud, really nice. If you're wanting to get, this one is nice. It's a good take on oud, really nice. Smells very different. It's not your strong oud, nice. And if you're into Tom Ford, okay, of course you can try that. But anyway, I'm not trying to show you all my perfumes, no. But yeah, so that's it for me. And sorry it's a long video, I totally apologize. But until next time, take care. The next video you should see, apart from Get Ready With Me, will be when I have that here, as well as the Chantecaille blush and the lipstick, I believe.